Many ESP examples will demonstrate that you can get quote of the day from the internet to show on some display attached to your microcontroller board. What about doing this with Arduino UNO? Do I need to attach any Wi-Fi add-on board? Can I use DumbDisplay for showing the quote of the day acquired? The answer is yes, no and yes. Yes, you can do this experiment with your Arduino UNO. No, you can choose not to use any Wi-Fi add-on board. And yes, not only that you can use DumbDisplay for displaying quote of the day acquired from the internet, as a matter of fact, DumbDisplay helps you to achieve this with your Arduino UNO, without needing you to attach some Wi-Fi add-on board. In this walkthrough, I will show you how you can get quote of the day from the internet and display the data with DumbDisplay. Other than your Arduino UNO microcontroller board, obviously, you will also need the free DumbDisplay software. Please watch my previous video, Bridging Arduino UNO and Android DumbDisplay app, DumbDisplay UNO. Now, let's go directly to the sketch. Oh, yes, the sketch is included in the DumbDisplay Arduino library as well. Line 1 includes the only needed header file. Line 5 declares the DumbDisplay object, which will use serial for connection with DumbDisplay Android app. Please note that a low baud rate of 9600 is used. Using low baud rate is mostly due to the fact that the serial buffer is not very big. Line 7 declares a graphical layer for displaying data, which will be created later. Note that a graphical layer on the DumbDisplay is like an OLED. Line 8 declares a tunnel for connecting some endpoint on the internet, which also will be created later. In the setup block, line 10 declares fresh start to be a control variable telling if current state of the sketch is getting quote. Line 14 creates the graphical layer with size 200 by 150. Lines 15 to 17 performs some setup of the graphical layer. Line 20 creates a tunnel with endpoint djxmmx.net on the internet to acquire quote of the day. In the loop block, line 24 checks to see if the tunnel has reached end of file. If it has not reached end of file, line 26 checks to see if the tunnel has anything to read. Line 28 checks the control variable fresh start. If the state of the sketch is getting quote, lines 30 and 31 resets the graphical layer. Resetting the graphical layer or not, line 33 reads a text line of the quote of the day, got. Line 34 prints the text line to the graphical layer. Line 35 resets the control variable fresh start, since the sketch has just started getting quote. After line 35, it loops again. On the other hand, if line 24 finds out that the tunnel has reached end of file, line 40 set the background to some color, and line 41 enables DumbDisplay feedback mechanism. That is, when the graphical layer is clicked, a feedback is sent back to the sketch. Lines 42 to 46 loops waiting for any feedback. That is, clicking of the graphical layer. The loop exits when line 43 checks that a feedback is received. When feedback is received, line 48 sets that the graphical layer has no background color. Line 49 disables the feedback mechanism. Line 50 reconnect the endpoint to get another quote of the day. Line 51 sets the control variable fresh start, indicating that the sketch is getting new quote afresh. Before looping, line 53 delays for 500 milliseconds. This also gives DumbDisplay library a chance to do its work. That is it. It is now time to show the action. Assuming you have the DumbDisplay Arduino library installed, open the sample DD quote. Before uploading the sample, make sure Arduino IDE is configured to work with Arduino UNO, and the correct port is selected. Now, simply click the upload button to start the upload. In no time, you are ready. Next, run the DDWiFiBridge that comes with the DumbDisplay Arduino library. Make sure to select the right COM port, and choose the matching baud rate of 9600. Note the IP address that is needed to connect to DDWiFiBridge. Now, go to your Android phone and open the DumbDisplay app. Click Connect. Click the Add Wi-Fi icon, enter the IP address shown in DDWiFiBridge, then click OK. Finally, click the entry just entered. That is it. Before you install real Wi-Fi connectivity and OLED display to your Arduino UNO, have fun with DumbDisplay.